So I wanted to make this video sort of documenting the reasons as to why I left the UK. And there is like a superficial answer as to why I left England. And then there's the not so superficial answer as to why I left England. And the superficial reason as to why I left the UK is that the UK sucks, right? The UK has gotten worse. The UK has become more expensive. There is more problems with crime. There's more problems with violence. And fundamentally, London, which is where I've lived the majority of my life, has become incredibly expensive. So expensive that your existence just becomes an existence. You're there living to work and working to live. And that's not something that I really signed up for or wanted to do. I want to be able to enjoy my life. I want to be able to thrive and have fun, right? And I could have done what some of my friends have done or colleagues have done, and I could have put a deposit on a small apartment in the middle of nowhere, some shoebox apartment, and I could have got a 20-year mortgage, and I could have committed to something that is what I would consider like quite a mainstream form of existence. But I don't really have the interest or the stomach for that. And I've really been debating as to what it is that I want in life. What kind of reality do I want to create for myself? And it's a decision that's been burning within me for a very long time. And I've been looking for the answer and going to different countries and living in different places and trying to find what feels like the right place to live. I thought maybe it would be America. I had a contract for work and I went to live in America for a bit, but my contract finished, it got terminated, and I had to come back to England because I couldn't afford to live in America without a job. And coming back to England was very sobering because it made me realise how much I dislike living in England. That's not to say that I don't think England is a great country. I think the British are very special people, but England, in its sort of superficial expression, is pretty buggered, if I'm honest. England, London is a very poor country, and it might not necessarily be financially poor, but I feel like it's been stripped away by the rich and by the politicians. And I don't really want to get into the specifics as to like, oh, it's Labour, oh, it's Conservative, or who writes who and who's wrong, because fundamentally, in my opinion, it's all one big uni party. They're all a part of one big club. They're all operating under the same system. The system is a system of control, and that control expresses itself in different ways. And so I just seen it for what it is, or how I see it, and I've just said enough is enough. I'm leaving this country. I'm done. And so I've literally spent the last year and a half working my arse off, saving up money, and I bought a little place in Bulgaria. And it's not the most modern existence. I don't have running water. I don't have a toilet or a shower. I only got electricity recently. I've literally got a wood-burning cook stove, so it's pretty basic, but it is freedom. It is total freedom. I have a nice piece of land where I can grow fruit and vegetables. It's currently all covered in snow right now because it's about minus 1 degrees here. I can cut wood to burning my stove. I can get chickens, which I'm planning to do this year. I can get some sheep or goats or a cow to have some livestock for dairy or for some meat. And that to me is freedom, guys, especially with the way that I see the world going. Because whether you think it's another pandemic or you think it's World War III, whatever it is, whatever's coming, the shit is going to hit the fan in a big way. And there is going to be an enormous depression. And I really want to speak to my American brothers and sisters because the US dollar is going to tank. They're doing it purposefully. They're going to load you guys up with all of the debt, and then the American person is going to be enslaved. And what they'll do then is they'll sell you this whole digital currency, and you'll have to take it because you won't have any other choice, right? Because you'll have all this debt on your name. And that's how they'll get you. They'll enslave you. So my American brothers and sisters, please listen to me in saying this. Like, go buy a piece of land, don't get a mortgage, and get ready for the shit hitting the fan, for the storm that is coming. Because it's going to come in a really big way, guys. I really hope that this isn't going to happen, right? I really hope that I'm just some imaginative young guy with some crackpot idea. But sadly, I don't think I am. Sadly, I see the patterns of history repeating themselves. And we are in a different time, right? We have AI now that's on the rise. So it's going to be a lot more of a complex problem. But there is a change coming. And America is no longer the great superpower. China is. So whenever there's the death of a superpower and the rise of another superpower, it's always a very volatile period. Take of that what you will. But that's why I left England. That's why I've chosen to buy a house in the middle of nowhere, to prepare, to live off-grid, to have a homestead, and to be ready for the shit to hit the fan, because it's going to hit the fan in a really big way, guys. And I don't think there's much time left, to be honest. I think you probably got 2 years max, maybe a year and a half. I'd say 2 years max. Max 2 years. So get out quick, and get ready for whatever's coming, because it's going to be bad. And when it comes, it's going to pull the rug from underneath many people's feet, and there's going to be a lot of desperation. You saw how people behaved in COVID, beating each other over the heads for loo roll and pasta. Imagine what they'll do when they're starving and there's a famine. Anyway, my brothers and sisters, I leave you in the love and the light of the one infinite creator. Go gently. May God bless you all.